Hey guys, I'm so excited to be back. I hope you all had a wonderful Easter weekend and got to spend some time with your family and celebrate in whatever ways you love to do that. Um, so I'm really excited this week because we're going to talk about connection, which is my all-time favorite topic to talk about. This week I'm going to go through three key ideas to help you start connecting, whether that's with your partner or your kids or friends or other family members. These little tips can be used for all different kinds of relationships. So the first thing I want to talk about is separateness. So I think it's a innate thing in all of us to want to stand out or be unique in some way, or present ourselves as different than others, or special in some way. And so I think what we do over years and from childhood on is, and we go through wanting to fit in and then also wanting to stand out, and we're not like them, but we are like them, and things like that. But what happens in our adult minds is that we look for ways that we are separate from others. So whether that's not identifying with certain groups or certain types of people or whatever it is, so it can be like, I'm a stay-at-home mom, but like I'm not like those moms, or I work and take care of my family, I do it all by myself, I'm a sole parent, I'm a single parent, whatever, but I'm not like this, I'm different because of this or that, or whatever it is, whether it's at work or family or in relationships. So we try to distinguish ourselves from other people by honing in on how we're different and separate from them, what makes us not like the group, and that ultimately can lead to us feeling isolated, because the more separate we make ourselves from other people, the more alone we feel in the world. And the truth is, there's nothing new under the sun. There's no feeling, no experience, no tragedy, nothing new under the sun. Now, it can feel very unique. My situation, my life story feels extremely unique, and like no one on God's green earth has ever experienced all the exact same things I have. But many, many people have experienced all the different things that I have. Maybe they're isolated events or whatever, but tons of people have experienced difficult divorces and the politics of ministry and life in ministry and the tragedy of suicide, and all those things, and soul parenting and stuff like that. So I have the choice to say, no, nobody understands me. I don't know anybody who's like me. I'm different. This is different. And I've gone through all these different things. And that continues to build walls, and I just become separate, and that will cause me to be extremely lonely and isolated. And but I didn't choose to do that because I'm like bred to connect with people, I think. But instantly my self-talk and my story in my head became, I know I'm not the only one who has ever felt this way. I know I'm not the only one who ever experienced domestic abuse from a pastor in ministry. I know I'm not the only one who went through a nasty divorce and nobody knew the behind the scenes of what was going on. I for sure know that. Even though it feels like I'm the only one, and maybe nobody in my inner circle has experienced that, I know I'm not alone here. And same with the suicide and raising my kids through that, and having to have these conversations with my kids about suicide. So I created this storyline in my head. I'm not alone. I'm going to find these people. I'm going to talk. I'm going to share my story, and I'm not going to separate myself. I'm not going to look for ways that I'm different than other people. I'm going to look for ways where I can connect. I can find similarities with anyone. And so all my life, people have said, you are so easy to talk to. I feel like I could just tell you anything and stuff like that. And I'm like, I know, right? Because I have learned how to find and see myself in other people. So once you see, it can be the tiniest little thing, like, oh my gosh, one time my favorite color was blue too. That's so crazy. What was happening around that time? And then you get questions from there. But I tell people all the time, I'm like, I could literally hold a conversation by myself or with a doorknob. Like, it doesn't matter. I can find similarities in any object or anything on this earth because I'm looking for it, and it's the way I've trained my brain to think about people and the world. So that's what I want to encourage you to do today and this week. The first step to connection and learning how to practice connecting with others is to find ways that you are similar. Try to see yourself in other people, and try to change that dialogue in your head that wants to separate and make you different and unlike everyone around you. So let me know what you think, and I'll see you in a couple days.